regular cellular. Tell the bitch to buy yourself a different iPad.
Well, it's not. It's 5:15. This meeting will come to order for the Plan Commission. Call the roll.
Endries,
Here.
Kasdorf,
Here.
Klibowitz,
Here.
Morin.
Here.
And I would like to have Bill come up. He's part of the Plan Commission.
Oh, Bill, come on up. I guess you're on this committee.
Okay, I'll be on this committee. Oh, he only was.
Anyone who wants to? Okay. All right. Mark it that Bill's here.
Bill's here. Are you saying that facetiously? You're happy?
Consideration of the minutes from, oh wait, is there anyone desiring to be heard for the Plan Commission? This is the Plan Commission. M1 and B1 we're going to talk about. Oh, okay, come on in.
Charlene Benjamin, 4503 North 126. I just have a couple of questions. I don't understand, I'm not sure I could define the difference between permitted use and conditional use. So that would be one of my questions. And the other question is, what about businesses that are already operating in the village that might not fit your permitted uses? So
I can answer that.
Want to do it during the meeting?
Yeah, I can do it during the meeting.
Yeah, we'll answer that for you. And if we have any other questions, we can call you back up. Consideration of the minutes of July 14th, 2026.
I make a motion to accept the minutes.
I'll be quiet right here. Is there a second? Sorry.
I'll second
Gotta be
it.
down there. Oh, great. Okay, motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
On opposition, say nay. Motion passes. At this time, we'll have a public hearing for ordinance 2612-12, an ordinance to amend section 54-69 of the Village of Butler zoning code relating to the M1 industrial district.
I would like to just make a quick statement that we did send out public hearing notices to everybody in the M1 district.
Thank you. Is there anyone that would like to speak on behalf of the ordinance in the public hearing? None. At this time, we're going to close the public hearing. New business, discussion and possible action on ordinance 26-12, an ordinance to amend section 54-69 of the Village of Butler zoning code relating to the M1 industrial district.
Yes, so this has been kind of under consideration since the beginning of the year. We've had several Plan Commission meetings regarding this. If you remember, Caitlin and Victoria had been talking about the B1 and the M1 districts and rewriting those codes, making the purpose statements a little bit more clear, and then including some updated uses and changing some of the uses around from permitted to conditional. So to answer the questions that were asked during the, the persons desiring to be heard, permitted versus conditional. Permitted is that they basically have to just go through the occupancy permit process and get approved. They are by default allowed in those zoning districts as long as obviously there's no issues with the occupancy permit process, such as safety concerns or issues with any type of other related zoning or permitting or licensing need. Conditional is where they would have to go through the Plan Commission to get approval versus the building board. It's more litigious, I'll just say, where there's a permit that's drafted by the village and the village attorney. It states multiple points of what needs to happen before they are allowed to operate within the village. And they have to continue to maintain those points if they're going to continue to allow to be functioning in the village. If they step outside of the permitted or the conditional use permit that's issued to them, they can be brought back before the village board and sanctions can be imposed, or they can revoke the conditional use permit altogether, and then they have to cease operations. So that's kind of the difference between permitted and conditional. Conditional, we have a lot more control over what can happen with those conditional uses. And usually those are implemented due to their potential hazards. They're usually less desirable uses. They might attract, be a little bit more nuisance based than other types of permitted use. Like in the B1, like a bakery is not usually nuisance based, but something like, you could argue like a massage parlor might be. So that could be, that's the difference between the two. And when it comes to businesses that are currently operating within the village, they would then be grandfathered in and would be allowed to continue to operate. But as soon as they moved out of the village and a new business were to move in, they could not operate that same type of business if it was disallowed under the revisions here. Does that answer your question, Charlene?
Okay. And this, everything we talked about in tonight's discussion is what we had talked about in the past.
Correct. There's nothing new that was added that had not been already discussed and brought before you.
Okay, are there any questions from the board at all? Or the,
Now, anything you have in red and you have in red crossed out.
Yes.
And in red means,
Is added. In red crossed out means taken away or moved.
okay.
any other questions?
A question on the automotive mechanical and body shop repair. Why is that one crossed out?
So that got moved to a conditional use. So it still would be allowed under the village code, but they would have to go through that conditional use process.
It just
So
moved.
it just got
to-
moved down.
Okay,
It was done because we've had quite a history with chop shops and junk vehicles.
I understand. I just want to verify it.
So tonight would be a recommendation then to the village board?
It would be a recommendation to the village board.
All right, so is there a motion or any other questions? Everything looks as if we had talked about it. Or nothing different than last time. Bill, I know you were absent.
Yeah.
But everything in here is what we had talked about.
Okay. Well, I got my question answered anyway, so
Sounds good.
between my wife's and mine.
Yeah, that was my question also.
All right, and then B1 is coming up another day?
Correct.
Okay.
With the staff turnover, we just wanted to pace it out.
Sure, sounds good. All right, so I will make a motion to recommend this to the village board.
I'll second that.
A motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. On opposition, say nay. Motion passes. Motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
On opposition, say nay. We are adjourned at 5:21. Thank you.